Hi guys, I'm back. Kind of, sort of. I'm not gonna be even promising anything anymore because she says she's back and then she's gone for 2 months. So we'll see what's gonna happen. But I am here to film a soldering tutorial for you, and I hope you guys been well. I've been crazy busy. That's why I'm not here. As some of you know me from Cosmo now. Some of you know that I am working on a different YouTube channel. I posted a video a month ago about it. So I'm not going to go into those details. Today, I'm going to be fulfilling 2 orders. All of a sudden, my rings have started to sell. So now she needs to get busy and fulfill them. And without further ado, let's order something. I don't know if you want me to go over supplies or we're good. I think this is the crew that has been here for some time, so you guys know. But for those that are brand new, I'll link a video below. I always link all my videos below. So if you guys are a beginner, I'll link a video below on all the supplies. So I'm not going to go through them right now. 2 rings got ordered, so I have a beautiful set of supplies here that we're gonna be working with. Obviously, we're gonna be working with lead-free solder. Absolutely, that's the thing I'll be nudging you about all the time. And I'm gonna work on a sea glass ring. And I just remembered, I went to New York. I'm in love. I'm obsessed. I went to New York with Cosmo. I went to Brooklyn. I think it was Brooklyn. And in Brooklyn, I got sea glass as well, but it's giant. So I'm gonna go upstairs and grab it right now. So I usually feel terrible asking this, but if you do want to support my channel and if you want to peek at my Etsy's, you're more than welcome. I have those base rings that I always use for all my soldering videos, and I link down below. You guys do support me, but I also have other Etsy stores with chakra balancing bracelets and beautiful sages that I make. Every time I make them, I feel like a witch. So if you want to check them out, I'll link them down below. But look at this. Isn't she cutie? She's giant. Yeah, this is the size I'll be working with, but potentially we will experiment with this. Okay, I think it's been a long time since I showed you how I make my amethyst rings. So I have few options in here. As you can see, beautiful amethyst. I just wrapped them because I was actually selling them in one of my pop-ups a year ago. Yeah, let's do this one. This is big and beautiful. So I'm going to wrap my amethyst with copper, and I'm pulling, but not too much, so we don't rip the tape. Cue to a time lapse or B-roll. So I just want to show you. So I have copper tape left. Now we're going to burnish it and then attach copper tape at the bottom of our amethyst. So let's do that. So there are tools to do it, but I always use the back of my tweezers to burnish this. And when I cover the bottom, look what I do. I always overlap a bit and then I cover the rest because the bond will be better. I promise you it's going to be better if you do that. So just continue. Oh, I miss doing this so much, guys. Oh. And it's so easy. It's great. It's so rewarding. Okay, I'm going to cover the rest and then I'll start burnishing. Okay, look at this surface. It's completely covered. Now I'm going to use the back of any tools that you have. Usually it's like rubberish, silicone-ish thing that is good for burnishing. So just make sure you don't rip the surface and take your time and make sure it's super snug to the surface, otherwise it will fall off. So it's really important to take your time in making sure this is super secure. Tip, guys, whenever you do that, if you're working with an uneven surface, make sure you get in all those crevices as well. So this is another thing to look for whenever you're working with something like a stone, like a crystal. And now it's looking pretty cute. Right now, this is where you're gonna look at the border to see if you like it. If you need to even it out, this is the time for you to maybe use X-Acto knife, but be careful, and trim some of it if you think that this is, for instance, too wide compared to other sides. I kind of don't mind it. So I'll keep it as is, but in case you don't like it, this is a time for you to trim it, but just be very careful with X-Acto knife. I'm thinking while we're here, let's just work on this one as well. I want to pre-tape everything and then use soldering iron. So these are sometimes difficult to add copper tape to. I don't know why the surface is not friendly, but I'll just gonna burnish it more and make sure whenever I apply it, I will pull so it wraps nicely around it. Okay, and I'm gonna be covering the hole, so the tape will go over the hole. Yeah, this is the website, queenremellers.com, one of my websites. This is mine and Cosmos, and these are the rings that people ordered. So we're recreating this one, and I'm just thinking, how did I do this? And now I see how I did it, and just want to see how wide the band is. I don't remember how wide it was. Did I use a wide copper tape, or did I use narrow one? I have to remember. I'll figure it out right now. But yeah, this is the one that I'm working on right now, and another one is this amethyst that we are recreating together today. I found her. This is the one I'm going to be using. So again, sometimes these are tricky, not gonna lie, but we're gonna hope it's gonna stick. So I'm gonna overlap the seam so it's like in the back of the ring. So I'm gonna start from the back. This is where the seam will hide. You're not gonna be able to see it, but anyway, see what I'm doing? I'm pulling quite a lot for this one, and I'm going over the hole, making sure it's perfectly covered, turning and pulling. My mom loves those rings. She thinks they're the coolest. I'm like, I like them. I wouldn't think that they're my best creation, but in her opinion, they are. So every time you work with the surface that obviously is shallow right here, so just right here is pretty delicate area, right? Because there's a hole. So don't burnish over it. You're gonna poke the tape. I'm gonna avoid burnishing this, but I'm definitely gonna burnish everything around it. So just be pretty delicate with that, you know what I mean? So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna burnish it and not touch the hole. This is working amazing, actually, by the way. The rubbery silicone part looks great. Works great for what I need to do. So I'm gonna use a third hand probably for this. Might be using a foam block for assembling those because it's really handy when it comes to setting really scorching hot crystal onto a band, ring band. So maybe we'll do that, we'll see. All right, so I'm excited. So I'm going to, the first thing that I'm gonna do, I turn on my soldering iron, as I mentioned. It's 767 Fahrenheit. I'm gonna turn on my fan in a minute. But before I turn on my fan, I'm going to cover this with Flux, and I'm gonna put on my mask. I know it's not cute, but you gotta do it. So I'm gonna put on my mask in a minute, especially when it's gonna become super hot, and I'm gonna start smelling all those fumes. And I do have my fan on me, and I'll link everything down below. Fan helps with fumes so much, so just make sure that you do wear your mask and that you have your fan with that carbon filter that will get rid of all the fumes. Very important. Don't skip on that. You don't want to be breathing in those chemicals, baby. Okay, right now it's not hot, it's okay. I'm going to not wear a mask just yet, and I'm going to cover the surface like we always do. They say don't. Now that it's ready to go, I'm gonna clear my surface. I'm gonna try to, you see, but this is the problem with third hand. It's too small for me to, the claw is too small for me to grab the stone. So it's not meant to be, okay? So it's been some time since I soldered. Everything needs to be tuned up. So I'm gonna use a foam block for this. And you guys saw me using it multiple times. So I'm just gonna find the surface, and I'm gonna press that stone in, not all the way, so I can have a surface to go around. Another way to hold it is obviously with your, another way, she's Another way to hold it is with your tweezers. So you can do that as well. And then use your other hand to cover it with solder. Don't touch the flux part. Okay, try to not touch it with your hands. So let's set it in my foam block, and you can help yourself with other tools by pressing it down. This is enough. You see, like, this is stable, and now you can rotate it. It's very convenient. And then what I'm going to do, I'm gonna use this as a hook. I'm gonna shape it as a hook so it's easily accessible for me. You see, like that. And then I'm gonna put on my mask, and then I'm going to cover it with my solder. And key 2, beautiful montage. Okay, you see? I covered some, and now I'm gonna continue adding more solder. Okay, I want to pause for a second because I feel like I came up with a cool effect accidentally. So if you want to create drops, you will just, basically what you do is just keep your shape facing downwards, and then you let them drip. And then I bet if you turn it around, which I'm very impatient to do so, it's gonna look like beautiful drops of solder. And this is not the design that they ordered, so I'm not gonna do this, but I'm gonna experiment for sure. So I'm gonna put it back. This is, at this point I can start rotating, you know, I can just hold it in my hands like that. But you see, beautiful drips. And I wanted to, beautiful drops of solder could be created like that. See? How freaking cool. Always learn something new. Anyway, let's continue. It definitely is an excuse because, you know, I mean, filming yourself is hard. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I'm not here that often, and it's much easier for me to film Cosmo. But this is an excuse. But anyway, this is scorching hot, as you guys know. So right now we're going to set it. Okay, so the mistake I always make is that I don't know the orientation of the stone, and I don't know how even the ring is. Sometimes I do make that mistake. So I just want to make sure I don't make that mistake, although orientation on this doesn't really matter. So I just want to talk it out loud. Look how beautiful and polished this is. They're amazing. I love them. They never, ever, ever dim. Look at the rings. I wash my hands in these every day. Like I wear them. I've been wearing these rings that I made for 2 years now. Look. They might need a little polish, but look. Amazing. All right, so back to that. So I'm going to set this. Okay. And this is really helpful. It's messy. The only problem with it is messy. Maybe there is like different material that jewelry makers, professional jewelry makers use, I'm thinking. Maybe like kind of silicone moldish situation that doesn't shed all over. But that's what I have. It's fine. I do need to put flux here, obviously. I mean, not obviously, but we do need to put flux. So I have flux. And this is the part that's like tricky, but still doable. I'm going to add some flux right here on this ring, and I'm going to add flux onto the base, you know, so it's all good. It's all well fluxed. It's tricky, but it's doable. This is the part where I'm going to try to rotate. Okay. There. That's beautiful. So now it's more stable, right? See how I'm angling it? Wow. Beautiful job I did, a beautiful job. Wow. Wow, guys. As you see, can you see what I'm doing? Okay. Okay. So what I'm doing is, my iron is like 900 Fahrenheit, super scorching hot. I'm melting it so it's like water, okay? And what I'm doing is that I'm creating such a liquid state of solder that when I am close to this, I tilt my ring and it pours under the band and it doesn't ruin design. You see the band is clean. When I was unexperienced, my bands were covered in solder. She looked cute, but not as professional as it is looking right now. So let's just pray, but look, it's tricky. So what I'm doing is I'm at 900, 896, okay? This is super liquid. I'm going to tilt and very carefully, you see how it's bubbling? Just push it towards. Let it get in there. Let it get in there. I'm filming and I'm in an uncomfortable position right now because I have a camera. But look what I'm doing. I'm filling those gaps. Maybe you would need a smaller tip, but look. Gorgeous. I'm not gonna even mess with this. I'm happy. This was one of the best placements I've ever done. I'm proud of myself. So what I did, I still have a little gap. I don't know if you can see there's a little gap right there. We're gonna fill it up as well, but I want to melt all of those and fill them up. All those gaps need to be filled up with solder. Then the bond is really strong. Trust me. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Let's do it again. Have solder super hot. I'm gonna be away. I'm starting further away from the band and then I'm dripping it in. Slowly pushing it. Carefully, take your time. And that's done. Look. See? And it's absolutely gorgeous. And the band is clean from all the sides. It's also clean on the inside. And it looks profesh. Cannot wait to see what we did, guys. Okay. It's still incredibly hot. On touch. But I'll come talk to you. I'll come talk to you. I'll come talk to you. Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3. I cannot. Wait. Oh my God, look. Gorgeous. Okay, I'm like proud to send it off to a customer. So obviously, okay, I'm excited. Okay, I love when things turn out the way you planned, okay? She's really hot still, but I'm gonna cool it off and then I'm gonna wash her with soap and water because we wanna get rid of flux, obviously. And it will stop all the processes, all the chemical processes, and I just need to polish it a bit. But other than that, it's gorgeous. I would put it on my finger, but I will burn myself, so I can't. But look how pretty she is. Look how beautiful. Oh my God. Handmade with love, okay? I'm happy. That was really successful, guys, and I love the placement of the band. I'm happy. So the next one would be the sea glass. Hopefully it will go as smooth as this one. And don't put it in the fridge. I know like it's tempting to put it out in the fridge if you like live somewhere where it's real winter. Try to leave it in the room temperature and let it cool naturally because it can crack. Like I know definitely glass cracks. It's gonna crack anyway because I'm gonna be soldering and applying heat, but don't shock it with some temperature because don't do it. I've done it, but don't do it. Okay? She still got it. Okay, I'm back. It's day 2. Okay, I was a little too tired. It was 12 a.m. I wanted to go home. I'm back. Okay, so amethyst, I'm really happy with it, as I showed you. However, sea glass is not cutting it. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not centered. So I'm going to redo one off camera real quick and I'll show you. It's the same principle. And then we're going to design something fun, something new. Maybe a larger sea glass. Maybe something else. Who knows? But we're going to do something fun. So continue watching. Continue watching. Wear a mask. You don't have to look pretty. You just have to be safe, okay? This is much better. Much better. So, these are the beads. Do it. I've been thinking about it for some time. Let me just think. Yeah, we're just gonna set a ring. Not a big deal, right? I'll link them down below on Amazon. I found few similar ones on Amazon, so I'll just link it down below for you. Let me get a pair of scissors. 1 second. Let's cut this stuff up. I'm gonna bring the camera right here so you can see. Let's just do the same thing, shall we? Make a bigger ring. And so this is the bottom, this is the top. Top is covered pretty well, but you see there's an indentation, but that's okay because we're going to fill it up with solder. But you see the back is not really fully covered right here. So I'm gonna patch it. Right? And I'm gonna patch it. So the base of my ring has a foot to sit on, you know? Maybe I'll go around this area as well. Because why not? You know? Let's just do this because that will reinforce the back of the, yeah, it's gonna be, and I will use scissors to trim this, or I can just use my nails to kind of like scratch the excess. Okay, so it looks cute in the back. Just, here you go. So something like that, you know? Okay, so we created a monster. I don't know, do I like her or do I not? I'm not sure. It'll be an easy set of all the other. And I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use the foam block because it feels like this is appropriate. She can sit still. Look, I'm gonna add solder to create this rough surface, you see? Check this out. Let's add more solder to this. Let's heat it up. Look. Look, it stays. Hold on. I'll do it again. Hold on. Do you see this? Are you kidding me? You know how much suffering this usually costs me to set up a base, and it's done in 5 seconds. Now that it's done, sorry, I'm wearing my mask. Now that it's done, all you have to do, just carefully melt solder everywhere, you know, drop it in all the locations, right, all 4 points, and you're gonna be good. I can't. I just discovered it just now because I couldn't, for the love of God, set this ring. It took me so long, and I was like, wait a second. And we're done. And that's it. But look how balanced. I'm proud. Look. Centered. She's heavy. So pretty. So let's see if we can smooth it out with what kind of grade of sanding paper? Maybe like very fine one. I've never tried this. Is it like chemical and stuff? Keep out of reach of children and pets. Avoid contacts with eyes and skin. Do not swallow. Oh boy. Do I need to wear gloves? Okay, so you know what? I'm not the most organized person ever, but okay, proud. Okay, I mean they're kind of oh, I don't like when like you have to wear gloves. I want to be all in it, you know what I mean? Should we just try polishing it with this monstrosity and see what happens, you know? Should I be not contaminating my surface that I'm working on? I'm an Aquarius. We don't prepare for stuff. I don't know if it's gonna be all silver bells. Thank you for sticking with me. Some kind of sandpaper that's way like maybe 1300. I'm gonna run upstairs and grab it right now. Hold on, this is fun. Oh my god, we might be able to do some textures, the shiny textures. Oh, that's exciting. Ooh, I have so many tutorials for you in my mind right now because I had so many projects that I wanted to do, but I was like, okay, well, clearly silver polish, clearly creating beads is not my forte, so I can't really. Okay, I don't want to be too excited. I'm gonna go upstairs, grab 1300 or around 1000 grit. I think it's called grit. Yeah, sandpaper, and I'll be right back. So I don't know if I do have ADHD or I don't. I really don't know, but I think I do have some kind of spectrum. Clearly, I'm on the spectrum, but whatever I have, it's good because I always have everything that I need in the house. Like I needed sandpaper and I was like 1000. Girl, I have 5000 grit. You know how fine it is? It's as fine as you want for diamonds. Probably not, probably lying to you. 2500. I know you have to make your way up. Let's start with 2500. That 2500 is pretty. It's a lot. It's pretty smooth. So it's 2500 grit. I'll link it down below. But you know, this is one of them. But you know, all the way from the chorus to all the way to like the one that I had here was 80 because I do woodworking. We don't want to get in there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have coffee or tea. Hopefully this is gonna be successful. I probably should be wearing a mask. All I'm doing is this. I should be wearing a mask. I'm not wearing a mask. As always, everything on my channel is super real, so I'm gonna keep it real. Did it smooth it out? It did. Is it like shiny like I wanted? It's not yet, but we're getting there. It's definitely better. You can still see some pink that's stuck in the shape. You can still see some pink. It's obviously the paste that got stuck. So I'm gonna continue adding it on because it's my first time doing this. So we'll see what happens. We got nothing to lose. It's an experiment. Okay. So I'm just gonna use that much of paste. I'm excited. And but it definitely smoothed it out. I don't know why I'm doing this again, if I should be maybe polishing it in more, but it actually is not sharp anymore. So this is good, you know? You know what I feel? I feel like I need a brush. Brush would do good. Let's see if I can find a brush. When my other ADHD kicked in, I decided to take a soap making class and felt making class, and this is wool. So I heard that wool is also good with jewelry and like polishing it. It smells really good. Maybe this is what I'm gonna be using you for. I didn't want to, you know, look how cute. She's so cute. Look, little sheep, little flower, and little curly hairs. What I really miss, I'll tell you, is my pottery making. That I miss a lot. Okay, I'm going home to wash this and then I'll show you what we made. Alright, so I washed it and you know, I'm pretty happy. Not gonna lie. So it looks more polished and more shiny than what I started with. So if you guys want to create those blobs, you can. You just have to use a polishing agent to fix the conundrum. And also I washed this one as well. And look how cute! Really cute. That could be a thumbnail. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will probably list this one on my Etsy, and these two I will be shipping out tomorrow. Very happy the way they turned out. I'm proud to ship them out. I'm proud. They're well made, so hopefully the customers that got them will love them the way I do. And then I'm also going to be rebranding my Etsy stores. I have to get rid of some gift boxes and update everything. You'll see. I'm probably going to be filming some content around that as well. And another channel to check out is called Queen of Melrose. I'm going to link it down below. That's the one where I'm a producer on, and I'm a videographer, and I'm filming and editing and doing all those things. That's the one with Cosmo. I'm there sometimes, so if you want to catch me, I'm there. But other than that, yeah, just want to, you know, it's like I'm feeling a little funky. I don't know. It's the winter. It's December. I don't know. I was looking forward to cold weather, and now that it's here, I'm a little low. Hopefully it's gonna go away. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry that I'm like so candidly honest of how I feel. Sometimes it's good to show your emotions so maybe others can relate. But I'm happy. I want to get into more creative stuff. I've been really creative digitally, but not physically, and I need it in my life for sure. So continue watching, subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to check out my Etsy stores, I'll link them down below. The bases for the rings that I used in this video will be also down below. All supplies that I use, soldering iron, mat, soldering wire, flux, will all be linked down below. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in my next one. And if you're a little bit low on energy and kind of a little bit like it's gonna go away, guys. We're gonna have some espresso, we're gonna shake it off, and Cosmo always says act as is, and good mood will follow. Okay, I love you. Thank you so much for coming back. I'm sorry that I'm not posting as often as I want to, but I'll try to be back. Okay, I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.